Rise, Roar, Revolt, or RRR, is the latest Hindi film from director S.S. Rajamouli. It's hard to describe a film like RRR without coming off as hyperbolic, mainly because the film makes no attempt to restrain itself either. This is the essence of great cinema. It has a story to tell, and it's going full tilt to get to the destination, whether by plane, or train, or automobile, or flaming horse-drawn chariot surrounded by leopards, tigers, and bears. It absolutely gives no fucks about the laws of physics or common sense. It grabs you by the Bombay peaches in a stranglehold of never-ending entertainment, drives 100 miles an hour through a supermarket on fire, and jumps over an alligator pit filled with screaming demon clowns, before coming to a tire-searing stop, kicking you from the back seat, giving you a big sweaty man-sized bear hug, and sending you on your merry way. Let's get to it, shall we? We begin in the Adilabad forest. A group of forest dwellers are honoring a group of fancy-dressed pompous Caucasians with song. The regional governess decides that she likes one of the young girls and takes her as a trophy. The girl's mother tries to rescue her and is brutally clubbed in the head by one of the officers after the man is told not to waste a bullet on killing such subhuman trash. Cut to the outskirts of Delhi, where an enormous crowd is attempting to break into a military prison facility, screaming for the release of their sovereign leader. One of the men throws a rock, shattering the framed picture of someone of military significance. One of the generals shouts for the man to be arrested. A mustachioed officer snaps into action, leaping over the fence and baton pummeling his way through the furious horde to reach the instigator. The beating he endures from dozens and dozens of punches, kicks, and rocks to the head should kill any human being. But not this guy. Not today. It's so gloriously badass that my sense of disbelief just laughs and shrugs its shoulders. This demigod of a man finally gets a hold of the instigator and lurches him back inside the gates. Beaten and bloodied, this battered husk in the shape of a man splashes a little water on his face and resumes his post, standing tall. The crowd takes 2 steps backwards, suitably frightened of this man. His name is Ram. Cut to a military recognition ceremony where various officers are being recognized for their bravery. Our man, wounds still fresh on his face, is passed over for recognition. He is visibly disappointed, rightly so. So here we've had only 2 scenes, and already so much has been established. The white sophisticates are cartoonishly evil, our protagonist is nigh on indestructible, and yet has a humanistic fragility which is very relatable. Cut to an imperial palace, where a man with a cane is making an impassioned plea to the regional governor for the return of the little girl to her village. The man warns the indignant governor of a shepherd, protector of the tribe, that will come for the girl if she is not released. He beseeches the governor to heed his warning, as the shepherd will destroy everything in his way to get her back to her family. Cut to a forest outside Delhi. A hairy, barrel-chested brute stands nearly naked, ceremoniously pouring animal blood onto his body from a gourd. This man is hunting something. Or is it hunting him? A large and ravenous wolf appears from the forest, and he takes off running. The wolf is close behind as he Tarzan swings wildly, barely ahead of the beast. He then notices another, larger set of paw prints in the mud. He spots the eyes of a tiger between the branches and lures the wolf towards them. He leaps, causing the tiger and the wolf to run smack into each other. He escapes while they are occupied with one another. He then leads the tiger on an obstacle course through the forest, straight into a net snare trap. The tiger is caught for a moment, but the lines holding the trap together give way, and our man Hercules immediately grabs the lines, holding them together with sheer strength and will. The tiger mere inches from his face. Just as he's about to clamp the lines back together, one of them breaks, letting loose the tiger. The man beckons to his friends, and they throw him a gourd filled with something. Just as the tiger pounces, he throws the gourd, smashing into its face. It collapses onto his clawed and bloody body. He then offers an apology to the tiger, saying that he didn't want to do this, but he had to. This man is the shepherd. His name is Akhtar. Now we're back to the British tribunal. A A court full of bureaucrats trying to decide how to find and, with no identifying information, the governors ask the military to capture or kill this shepherd, which threatens their empirical grip on the general public. All over the ownership of a little girl. One man comes forward to accept the mission, Mr. Mustache, our man Ram. The two men are going about their day-to-day at the market when a train carrying oil explodes on a train trestle, trapping a small boy with walls of flame encroaching. The two men react and realize that they are the only two willing and capable of rescuing the boy. Balls out hilarity ensues. Ram and Akhtar, the unstoppable force meets the immovable object, and what ensues is a relentless string of action set pieces that beg belief and joyously deny reality in favor of explosive spectacle and genuine thrills. The oblivious cat and mouse between our two protagonists is well orchestrated, if somewhat contrived, as is the palpable bond that evolves between them. There is a dance number so obscenely hyper-frenetic that I could physically feel my blood pressure rising. And what can I say about a masterclass dance battle between two muscle-bound badasses jigging their brains out to shame a petty white douche lord? 2 tickets, please, conductor. This is a film that blatantly defies contemporary cinematic critical analysis, not solely because it emphasizes the substance of entertainment over meaning, but it is quite literally everything everywhere all at once. Which isn't to say that it lacks depth. Many of the themes it tackles are handled with sincerity and causal immediacy. There are stakes in every direction, and at the true center of this action-adventure, buddy cop, catch-me-if-you-can kidnapping VFX extravaganza is a story about indestructible friendship amidst insurmountable turmoil. Beautifully shot, excellently paced, majestically scored, and exceptionally directed. RRR is a feast for the eyes and a banquet for the soul. Hollywood, take note. The forces of Hindi filmmaking are coming for you.